It's one of the loudest stadiums in the National Football League. And with the drum beating, the crowd has begun its battle cry here at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go here at Arrowhead. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his sixth season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and inches.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. On play action, Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
And an Eagle first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A loss of a yard.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be taken down.
Pass interference. Defense. That penalty is declined.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Hurts going to keep it on the option. And he'll give himself up here, but it's a gain of 5 on first down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
What a pickup, a gain of 18, and it sets up first and goal. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Barkley. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the full.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's second and goal. Saquon. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
3rd and goal for Hurts. To the goal line and in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs, nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special. And needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one.
Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
2nd down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
27 yards.
They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 21-yard line.
Second and 1 now from the 21. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back. and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
That's good.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
This one caught just past the pylon. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick six the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result?
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Chiefs are on top. It's now 10-7.
Eagles 7.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He'll let this go for Goddard. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short, bomb, punt. I do love 3rd and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They had that field goal in the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. So 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
15 yards.
4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
First down throw, Mahomes. That'll be caught. Juju Smith-Schuster. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it.
Number 5, Marquise Brown. A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's second and 4. Here's a toss to Pacheco. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes going to throw here on third down. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Xavier Worthy.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On fourth down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This one from 43 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs are going to extend their first quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. A first down throw for Hurts. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. That is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch, and instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
He runs with it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
At the 34-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 6. Dotson, the man in motion. A second down throw for Hurts. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense, no gain.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
To throw on second down is Hurts. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. And he's into the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands, is in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it, and the Eagles move out in front by a point. It's 14-13.
Chiefs 13.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. start on the ground with Pacheco. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
So 1 quarter in the books in this rematch of Super Bowl 57. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29 as we are ready to get back underway. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This is the age-old dilemma that defensive coordinators go back and forth on. Is the best pass defense to send more big bodies at the quarterback and get the ball out of his hand? Or is it to really pack your back end, Mike, with more defensive backs and more guys that can guard space? In this case, they got a lot of defensive backs on the field. The quarterback has a lot of time to find the open zone and leads to a big play. I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
They put Kelsey in motion. On 2nd down, Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
The handoff running left, it's Pacheco. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Isaiah Pacheco.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and he will have the first down. He caught it short of the lines of game, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection. It stresses...
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
Field goal, a 31-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Chiefs are going to move out in front.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. A good return as he takes it across the 30. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Whoa! And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 21. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
They'll run. It's Barkley. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Barkley, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Barkley. Barkley's got the first down and more. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Gain of 19 yards.
A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Off he goes. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are going to move out in front.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pickup of 8 out to the 33-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good for a Kansas
So there's a saying in the
City
NFL, Mike,
Chiefs.
short throw, long
First down.
catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go
First
with
and
here.
10 at the
Operate in the
41-yard
quick
line.
game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
15 yards on the play.
A pickup there of
That's
13.
another
Good
Kansas
for a
City
Chiefs first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Mahomes fakes the give and keeps it himself. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Mitchell on the tackle.
And these are body blows on any
9-yard
defense.
pickup.
This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
2nd and inches. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
A gain of 6. That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down.
It's a gain of 21.
They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a
Kansas
pickup
City
of
Chiefs.
21.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
That's hauled in at the 2.
Mahomes pass.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Pacheco. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
On the stop.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
From back at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. Mahomes back. And he's in. Touchdown, KC. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
And Butker on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs will open up a 6-point lead.
Chiefs 23, Eagles 17.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. quickly to start the drive. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for an Eagles first down.
And an Eagle first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
That's Goddard in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Hurts finding Smith and an Eagle first down.
Philadelphia.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
This one into the hands of Brown. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
Brings up 2nd down at the Chiefs' 29.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one from 47 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes.
Mahomes pass, complete to number 5, Marquise Brown. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 5. They put Kelsey in motion. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
a rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, KC.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Mahomes now to throw again. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. It's going to be third. They need 1. They put Kelsey in motion. On third and 1, here's Mahomes. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Mahomes on first down. That's complete left side to Worthy. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Mahomes now on second down. Open man right side is Kelsey. Big strides. Look at him go. And he will score. Travis Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
The Chiefs will
out of the gun, he'll throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Eagles running.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. A return now from the 4. Whoa! And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Jaden Hicks on the tackle.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
On 2nd down, Barkley. He'll have a 1st down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Eagles.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, You're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
That one caught by Smith. And he's in! Devontae Smith, touchdown Philadelphia. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will cut the deficit to 7.
Makes the score Chiefs 34, Eagles 27.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Remigio now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Hollywood Brown ready for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. On first down, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
First down throw, Mahomes to the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. Mahomes connects with Kelsey for a big one, 37 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On second down, Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And he's into the end zone. What a response! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Here's Buckner now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead.
Chiefs 41, Eagles 27.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. So now it's Buckner following the touchdown to send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over.
Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. A first down throw for Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Man in motion is Smith. Play action. Here's Hurts. Brought in by the tight end Dallas Goedert. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
A gain of 18 on the play.
They get 18 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
A run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. That's Goddard in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's taken in left side by Smith. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
It is 2nd and 6. To throw, Hurts. Now he takes off, and he will score! Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will cut the deficit to 7.
Eagles 34.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Remigio now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
Blankenship on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Into the hands of Juju. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They pick up 17 through the air. And the Chiefs have a first down.
Chiefs, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs. So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies, but the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass, and I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the outside, he's got Smith.
Hurts pass.
And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on first down.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Hurts going to hold on to this one. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Philadelphia.
17 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
The open receiver is Dotson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The best defenders, Mike, they have an ability to impact the game in a lot of different ways. I mean, take this guy. Earlier in the game, he comes up with a big interception. Now he gets sent on a blitz. He comes through for a sack. They better find out exactly where this guy is, both run and pass. He's having himself a great day.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10.
The Chiefs take over.
The Chiefs offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
It's a gain of 16.
It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a first down.
First down.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
They go play action with Mahomes. Catch made by Smith-Schuster. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of
14 on the pickup. Good for a Chiefs first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down at the 35. It's a gain of 14 on the pickup. Good for a Chiefs first down.
14 on the pickup. That's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
They put Kelsey in motion. Right back to the air for Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. And that's going to do it. It'll put him over 200 receiving yards in the game. What a performance. That grab also comes with a first down. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
For the Chiefs field goal, a 34-yard attempt.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend their third quarter lead.
44, Eagles 34.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half.
Harrison Butker.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 4. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
First down, Eagles.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Hurts going to keep it on the option. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
You know, Mike, it's funny when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Philadelphia.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Hurts. That is caught. What a throw. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Here's Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Remigio now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll do so with first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was brought down by
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
It's now third.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Open man, right side. He's got it. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, KC.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Butker now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Eagles 41.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. There he goes again. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 47 yards.
It seems like the best offenses in the league all rely heavily on yards after the catch. And this is a great example of why, if you can deliver an accurate pass on the move with the speed and the elusiveness of some of these guys in the league, it is a handful in the open field for the defense to tackle.
Ooh, a little now you see him, now you don't. Good juke move there, and a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He's gonna tuck it and go. And the Eagles are going to have themselves a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 7-yard line.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
To Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now here's second and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he will score! Game on! Jalen Hurts! Touchdown, Eagles! The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Remigio now on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense starting to trot out for this next possession. First and 10 for Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Mahomes now on second down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll be third down.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
They get 14 on that hookup, and the Chiefs have a first down.
Good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take him down for a loss.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Really nice coverage there defensively, and here you find yourself in a one-score game. Mike, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
He's got his man. He finds Worthy, and he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of
23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Chiefs first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up second and a yard at the 24-yard line.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game, where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
Here now, second down and goal. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This caught right side by Worthy. And he's got another one. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Butker now for the point after. It's up and good. And the Chiefs tack on one more to their lead.
Chiefs 58, Eagles 48.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. On first down, it's Hurts. There's that man again, another catch. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up second down at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's second and a yard. Now Hurts. Going to call his own number. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
Set to go now on first and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts. Forced out wide. There he goes again. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Philadelphia. And that last run sets a new NFL record. Most rush yards in a single game by a quarterback. It was set by Justin Fields when he was with the Bears. He had 178 on the ground in 2022. This game tops that. On first and 10, it's Hurts. He'll run again. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And make that 3 rushing touchdowns. You think a quarterback gets a 3-touchdown day, it's pretty good. But 3 on the ground? That, Greg, is excellent.
It's just so hard, Mike, for a defense to account for a quarterback that can do this amount of damage with his legs. And there's a fine line, but I'll tell you what, when they unleash him as a runner, he's about as good as it gets.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get back to work. Mahomes going to look to run with this one. He takes off, and that one's going to be shut down quickly. A minimal gain.
A gain of a yard brings up second down at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's second and 8. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Mahomes. Rolling to the left. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. They get 21 on that one. First down, KC.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on third down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the first down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
On first down, it's Mahomes. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and
So,
inches
2 minutes to play here in the
41-yard
second
line.
half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. They can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Less than a yard.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Oh, the ball's out. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the fourth quarter.
Oh my goodness, Mike, what a mistake. Late in the game, you're protecting the lead. That can't happen. You know they're going to be raking at the ball. You know they are desperate to create a turnover. Just somehow he doesn't put the ball away, and this game just got a lot more interesting.
That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with first and 10. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one.
Previous play is under review.
At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So, fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard
That's
line.
A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Here is first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Off he goes. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
On the play. First down, Eagles.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. And they'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
On first down, it's Hurts. They'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they could win the game on this possession.
That's to the right side and incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down. Again, Hurts. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
They'll try it now with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. He's brought down after a gain of 7 on 4th and 2. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
You look underneath here for Barkley. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. And in the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.